Brighton 4, Manchester United 0. Yeah, you heard it right. Manchester United got absolutely slapped up by Graham Potter's Brighton today. Please, please, please just end this season now. Please. Please just end it. Manchester United, fortunately for me, for you United fans watching this video, for our sanity's sake, we only have one game left this season. And thank God, because these players have absolutely chucked it in. Apart from David De Gea and Cristiano Ronaldo, they have absolutely chucked it in. They don't want to be there. We don't want to watch them. Just end this season now. It's soulless. It was a shambles. We were all over the place. Now, there's a lot of things going wrong at Manchester United at the moment. We've obviously got a new manager coming in. We're waiting for his arrival. We've obviously got a fair few players that aren't going to be here next season, or shouldn't be here next season. You know, we've got a squad that's a mismatch of players that aren't good enough, won't be here, shouldn't be here. Just all sorts going on there at the moment. And the few scraps in there that you can salvage, you know, you're going to have to work hard to build a team around them. So Manchester United are in a very, very tricky position at the moment. But when you're looking at the results and the results that we've had, I've agreed with pretty much everything Ralph Rangnick has said to the press. I've agreed with pretty much his assessment on where Manchester United are going wrong, how we fix it. When he's talking about that side of things, I agree with everything he says. But we've also got to criticise him for this as well, for these results, because he is the manager. He sets the team up. You know, throughout the season, you know, we've seen performances and results that haven't been good enough. But he also arrived to a team that was disjointed, you know, disorganised, couldn't defend, doesn't have any team spirit, doesn't really seem like anybody gets on. And this is a whole contrast. Remember, when was it we finished second under Ollie and everything was good vibes only? It's just turned on its head like that. It shows you how quickly things can change in football. But today, horrible, horrible stuff. Caicedo's shot after 15 minutes goes through Lindelof's legs. Close your legs. It's not a goal. What are you doing? What are you doing? Another example of poor defending. We saw more from Rafael Varane, who got saved in the end by David De Gea. Just poor stuff. What are you doing? What has happened to him? Obviously, Harry Maguire has been criticised a lot this season, and rightly so, because his performances as a defender haven't been good enough. His performances as a captain haven't been good enough. But no matter who goes in our defence is a shambles. We're disorganised. And again, partly why you have to put some criticism at Rangnick's door. But look, we've seen this under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You know, we've seen it under the last two managers now, with Rangnick and Ole. This disorganisedness and just all over the place in defence, and we're seeing it again. The goals today coming from Caicedo, Cucurella, Pascal Gross, Trossard. I'll be honest with you, some of the goals I can't even remember. I'd switched off. I remember after 1-0, I was in the kickoff studios because we had the kickoff today for the 7:30, 7:45 game, which was just after the United one. And when United went 1-0 down, first of all, I don't know if you guys felt the same this way, but I was just numb to it all. Like, I'm expecting it. So when it happens, I don't even flinch anymore. There was another point where I was just eating my food with my back to the game. Like, when does that ever happen? Normally I want to watch it. And at the moment, I just feel like I don't even care about this stuff at the minute. Like, the players don't. Why should I? It's just a shambles, man. 4-0 against Brighton. Is this the lowest point since Sir Alex has left? Well, maybe not. But there's been a fair few low points. 4-0 against Everton was a real low point under Ollie. You know, some of the games under David Moyes, real low points. I remember that December under Van Gaal and all that. But this game, I mean, to perform like that against Brighton, it's a shambles. An absolute shambles. And the fans deserve better than that. The match-travelling fans, the match-going fans that travelled to the game at Brighton, sang today, "You're not fit to wear the shirt." And they're bang on. Because everybody out there can hang their heads in shame because it wasn't good enough. Very few of them can look in themselves in the mirror this season and say they've given it all. And when you've got this, you know, unorganised mess this team that's just so soulless, devoid of confidence, devoid of character, togetherness, everything. This is what you're going to get. And when you've got a team that is well coached, well drilled, knows what they're doing, like a Graham Potter side is, they're going to beat you. We've seen it many times before. And like I was saying there, going from back to front, David De Gea bailed out Varane a few times, and the rest of the defenders. You're looking at the back, Delo, not good enough. Not good enough at all. Lindelof, question marks there. Varane, we've dragged him down to our level. Telles, is he good enough? I don't know. Delo, you kind of feel like you could maybe rescue a player out there because there is talent. With Telles, I don't really get that feeling. We had Matic and McTominay in midfield. Matic is off next season. McTominay should be off in the summer because he's clearly not good enough, never going to be good enough for Man United. You had Yves Bissouma and Moise Caicedo. Again, you know, we're looking at a mid-table Premier League team, and every time we come up a Decore, you know, Alan, McGinn, Douglas Luiz, whenever we come up against a half-decent midfielder, McTominay gets out-fought, out-funk, out everything. It's not good enough. Fernandes, wasteful, frustrating, annoying today. Mata is Mata. Elanga, poor today again. And to think, McTominay and Elanga are the players that have come through our academy. Like, there's so much more talent there that we can tap into once Erik ten Hag arrives. And Cristiano Ronaldo, poor game from him, got booked today. Didn't have much service though, but I remember there were a few times in the first half where his passes and his first touch were poor, and he hasn't been like that at all in recent weeks, and that was a little bit strange coming from him. But again, we came up against a team that's well organised, knows what they're doing, and we don't, and therefore we got beat. And that's why Erik ten Hag can't come quick enough. The end of the season can't come quick enough, because this has been a shambles. And we need to learn from this, and we need to remember this as well, man. We can't keep repeating the same mistake. And it's the same with these, you know, when we go doing videos after games and that, there's only so much you can say. What can we say? We've said it all before over the last few weeks. We're just waiting for that change to happen now, and then hopefully we can move on. But please, just wrap this season up, because it is done and dusted. Anyway, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. United are officially finishing below Arsenal now as well. I'll do another video on that for the Arsenal fans, I'm sure. But yeah, keep it like, comment, share, subscribe. I've been AdamMcKola. United have been useless yet again. Beaten 4-0. 4-0 by Brighton. On the positive side, I got to see Danny Welbeck today. God's sake. See you in a bit.